welcome to my channel. So this is going to be a Seeds of Reiki healing for fire signs. And this is not to teach you about Reiki or anything like that. It's just to really use some of the principles of Reiki to help us, move through these different energies within the retrograde and just sort of have that day-to-day awareness of how we use our energy, carry our energy, how we interact with others, the energies of others on a day-to-day basis. So just really some positive sort of insights, if you will, to really help us day to day. And so we are using the Living Reiki healing cards. And we are also using the Angels and Ancestors deck. And then lastly, of course, my fave, the Star Seeds. So the Star Seed deck. All right. And as I said, this is going to be for fire signs. So we will start with Leo. And we will begin with the singing bowl here. And so Leo, take what makes sense for your energy and leave the rest. All right, so let's get started. Okay, Leo. So we will start the Living Reiki first. All right. So these cards do have messages on the back, but I tend to channel through the message that's in the front. Sometimes I will read the back of the card if Spirit needs me to do that. So this is for Leo. We have consider your feelings. And we have a couple here. Our higher self. And you have to become aware and synchronicities. All right, Leo. So let's see here. Okay, so we have consider your feelings. That's that, and you see that sort of reddish orange, that fire energy. And so then we have our higher self. That's really pretty. And then we have become aware. Okay, and then we have synchronicity. Okay, so I'm going to get the other cards out, Leo, before I start to do all of the messages. There's a lot here. See if I can make this stay. There we go. Hopefully you can still see that. All right, so let me get the ancestor cards out. I think for some of you Leos, some of this may really be about, as we're moving through these different energies of the retrograde and, interacting with others. I think for some of you, it may be a matter of just really being honest about how you're feeling about certain situations, certain people, certain things, and then focusing on your higher self, right? That energy. So instead of, I'm feeling like reacting. So instead of reacting to situations, people, if there's something that's not serving you, instead of reacting, I think maybe Spirit wants you to look at how you might be reacting sometimes to things. And so really just focusing on yourself and that higher frequency, that higher energy will make you more aware, I believe, of how you're reacting to certain things. I think maybe sometimes some of you may not be aware, and so Spirit wants you to be more aware so that you can make that switch and really focus on your higher self, that higher frequency that's within you, Leo, right? And look for the signs and synchronicities that Spirit is sending to you. So we'll see what that's more is about. All right, for Leo. What messages do we have for Leo? Yeah. Unleash the wild within. What else do we have for Leo? Yeah. Hold on, Leo. The moon and wise one. All right, I feel like there's one more Leo, so we're gonna see. I think there's a little bit more. Yeah. Shed old skin. All right, Leo. And then on the top it says, make plans and focus. Okay? So we will leave that there to see if Spirit wants us to take something from that. Okay, Leo, so I think this is, so we have She-Wolf, unleash the wild within. Okay, and so I think for some of you where, sometimes you react to, like I said, sometimes you react to certain situations or people or things that may happen, and Spirit really wants you to just sort of be aware, right? So consider your feelings, but be aware of how you're reacting, right? Consider your feelings and be aware of how you're reacting. And to that end, I think that awareness and switching sort of that focus. So it's not to, not have your feelings or push your feelings aside. It's not that. It's, you definitely want to feel whatever it is you're feeling. But then Spirit wants you to, I think, recognize and be aware of when that becomes out of sync with your higher self and who you are, right? That fire within you. And so Spirit wants you to be able to have that awareness and make that switch to like really get back in line with your higher self, right? Because the positive energy that you use from yourself is for your highest good, right? All of those other energies are not for your highest good. And so Spirit is saying, unleash the wild within, unleash the power within, unleash the feelings within that really drive you forward, that really propel you forward, that really connect with your higher self, that you can manifest out into the world. Okay, Leo? Yeah. And so in doing this, Leo, where you are making that switch, trying to be aware, right? So that becoming aware, and this is where some of the moon energy come in here. So it says, take note of intuitive messages, right? And that's part of this becoming aware, right? Becoming aware. Take note of intuitive messages. Look for the synchronicities, right? Look for the messages. Look for the synchronicities. Be in tune with your higher self so that you can understand the messages when they are being sent to you, right? Connecting with your higher self. Take note, right, of the intuitive messages, because I think spirit is trying to send you these messages, right? Your ancestors, your guides, they're sending you messages. And they really want you to take note and be aware, because they're sending you messages that will really help you navigate, is what I'm feeling, Leo. That will help you navigate the energies of other people. Will help you navigate the energies of other people. And so right, and so this says, this is the wise one. Grow within your current situations. Okay? And so that's what I was saying, that energy of being able to navigate the energies of other people, that's growth, right? That's growth. You connecting with your higher self, right? The wise one is that higher frequency within you, that your higher self. And Spirit is saying connect with that, grow with that, right? Let that help you navigate, right? Through these energies of other people around you, Leo, right? Let that help you soar. Let that propel you forward, right? Let that help you transcend, right? All of the energies that, maybe not making you feel so well, or just not serving you, Leo, right? And I think some of you, this is where some of you are. So some of you are doing that, and then some of you, Spirit wants you to connect with your higher self, right? And grow from within. And some of you are already doing that. And so some of you will need to, shed this old skin. And I think shed this old skin of how you react to, I keep feeling like your reactions to things, Leo, is what I keep feeling. Right? So kind of shed this old way of how you might react to the energies of others, right? Because there's so much ahead for you, Leo, right? There's so much more, and Spirit wants to really propel you forward, right? And so here we have, I'm going to take this because it says the Shield Maiden. Make plans and focus. Yeah. So Spirit really wants you to put all the noise aside, right? Understand that you definitely want to feel whatever it is you're feeling, but then be able to get yourself switch and get yourself back in line with your frequency, of your higher self. So if it's a feeling that's not serving you, right? If it's but we have to feel what we feel, but we just want to be able to not, wallow in it and sit in it, right? We want to be able to feel it, understand it, process it, whatever we need to do, and move on and move, make sure we get back in line with our higher energy. So it's like becoming aware of when we need to, sort of basically pull ourselves back in and be like, okay, yes, this is not making me feel well. I do not like this or anything like that. But I'm going to make this switch here, and I'm going to focus on my energy, my frequency, my higher power. That's the growth within that spirit wants you to have. And I'm just using my own words here, Leo, but I think you can understand what I'm trying to get to here. Hopefully. All right, so this is the shield maiden, and it says make plans and focus. So yeah, focus on yourself, Leo. Whatever's going on, the energies of others, just focus on yourself, because you have so much to do, so much to move forward. Shed anything at this time. Shed anything that's not serving you. Shed that old skin. Shed that old way of being, I think, and move forward in this new energy of awareness. This new energy of becoming more aware of your own energies, your feelings, your thoughts, and moving forward so that you can make plans, for the right, for your path forward, your purpose. Okay? So let's see. What cards we have here for Leo. Yeah, patience. So it says, be patient and allow destiny to unfold at its own pace. Yeah. So whatever, the feelings that you may be feeling, Leo, about any situations that may happen, Spirit wants you to just be patient, right? Focus on your growth, right? Focus on your energy. Focus on your higher self. Focus on having, focus on your intuition and take note of any synchronicities, right? And so maybe that's why the Hermit is here. There may be some time, Leo, that you need to, retreat and really focus on yourself. Really focus on yourself and your energy. All right, let's see if there's another card. And this says, retreat and recharge, the Hermit. There's one more for Leo. Yeah, inner alchemy. It says, inner alchemy is achieved when you react to fear with love. Sorry. All right, so this is for Leo, inner alchemy. And so, yeah, it's how you're reacting, I think, in some situations, Leo. And Spirit wants you to really focus on yourself and really take some time, I think, to really learn how to be more aware of energies, not just your own energies, but the energies of others. All right. So Leo, I hope that some of this resonated for you. Thanks for watching. And now we will move on to, let's see, Sagittarius. So this is going to be Seas of Reiki for Sagittarius. All right, so Sagittarius, take what makes sense for your energy and leave the rest. So we'll use the singing bowl here. Okay, Sagittarius, we are going to get your living Reiki cards out first. And Sagittarius, there is some messages and writing on the back, and sometimes I will read the back, but I normally channel messages through the information that's on the front of the cards here. Do we have for Sagittarius? You are living. I like that. Messages do we have for Sagittarius? Do we have for Sagittarius? Oh, there's a lot of cards I want. I'm just gonna let them fall, Sagittarius. Let's see what we have here. Law of attraction, half empty, you create your own reality, get spiritually fit. So I'm gonna put these back in the deck, but I do want to read them. It was so many, so I want to make sure I get one card at a time, or at least two, or something like that. But this was 4. So this is Law of Attraction, half empty, half full. You create your own reality and get spiritually fit. So we're going to see if any of those come back out again, Sagittarius. You are living, then practice happiness. Yeah. And then we are human beings. So interesting combo there, Sagittarius. Okay. And then we have a climate of compassion on top. All right, so let's see here. So you are living, practice happiness. And we are human beings. And then this may go with the climate of compassion, so we'll see what comes with that. So I'm going to go ahead and get your cards out here for the angels and ancestors. So I think for some of you, I think Spirit wants to remind you to be in the moment, right? You are a living human being. You know, focus on your happiness a bit more, Sagittarius. I think many of you are working so hard towards your purpose and your future, your goals, your dreams, you know, everything that you want to manifest. And I think for some of you, Spirit is asking you to just take a moment and understand that you are living. We are all human beings. And to practice happiness, you know, with your time here, you know. in the midst of all of your hard work moving forward, right? I think this is have some compassion with yourself and others. So I feel like we want to pull that too, so I'm going to put that here. All right, so let's see what other cards come out, Sagittarius. Messages do we have for Sagittarius? Yeah. So it says Hermit, retreat and recharge. Yeah, so for some of you, I think you're working so hard, and it may be a time to just take a break and maybe, retreat, recharge, focus on your happiness, right? Focus on what makes you happy, those things that bring you joy. What messages do we have for Sagittarius? Right, we have take note of intuitive messages, the moon. These are the same cards that came out for Leo. And then we also have the magic, unleash the magic within. And then we have Stargazer, set your sights higher. And that may be why you need to retreat and recharge, Sagittarius, right? Because I think there's a higher level that you may have to go to here. And then we also have the Sun, right? So it says, enjoy success and happiness, Leo. Enjoy success and happiness, right? And so you have here, practice happiness. So you have practice happiness, not Leo, sorry, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, sorry. So you have practice happiness and enjoy success and happiness. So I think Sagittarius, like I said, for many of you, you've been working so hard. You've been focusing on your dream, manifesting your heart's desire. You've been doing the work. You've been doing so much work. And so there may be some time needed to recharge a little bit, right? Take a break. Focus on your happiness. Enjoy the success that you've already achieved, right? Enjoy the success you've already achieved, right? Because I think after this retreat and recharge and really sort of getting back to focusing on your happiness so that, you get that balance and alignment. And then I think there are messages, right, that will be coming through to you from Spirit for that next level of setting your sights high, that next level of magic, right, that you will be moving forth with. So it says the moon, take note of intuitive messages. And then the magic guardian, unlock the magic within, right? Unlock the magic within. And so I think after this retreat, after this hermit phase of really focusing and recharging, really taking note and sort of basking a little bit in your success, if you will, and then, practicing happiness, and then the intuitive messages about how you're going to move even higher will start to come in, Sagittarius. Will start to come in. This is beautiful, right? So it's very clear here, I think, of taking a break, focusing on your happiness and enjoying your success, because there's more success to come, right? There's higher sights, higher, higher things that Spirit wants you to achieve, right? And so I think you'll have more clarity, Sagittarius, if you maybe take a break here and just take some time to focus on your happiness and your success that you've already had. And I think the clarity about what sites you need to really focus on that are higher will come to you. In this climate of compassion, I think this is more about compassion for yourself, Sagittarius, right? I think, having a little compassion for yourself in terms of you are living, right? You are living. You're a living being. You're a living human being. And we all need to recharge sometimes, right? We all need to recharge, Sagittarius. And so I think there's a little of that here for you. Okay? All right, let's see what other messages we have here. But this is beautiful, Sagittarius. This is really beautiful. All right, so what other messages do we have for Sagittarius? Yeah, so I think for some of you, this is just some of you. So this is courage. It says, live your life fearlessly with courage, strength, and determination. And I think for some of you, you may be fearing like if you stop to take a break, if you stop to recharge, if you just stop pressing forward and take a break, that you may not be able to finish. You may not reach your goal. You may not reach, your destination, your higher purpose. And Spirit is saying no. I think this is really the courage to live. This is the courage to live, right? This is the courage to allow yourself to, oh, this is interesting. So this is the courage to allow yourself to live and practice happiness, right? So whatever fears you have about not succeeding if you take a break, or not finishing something if you take a break, Spirit wants you to have that more balanced, Sagittarius, and not be afraid of not winning. Not be afraid of not winning. Like, have the courage to practice happiness. Have the courage to, recharge, retreat, but, not retreat to stop, just retreat to take a break, and then, you blast forward again. Is what you do, Sagittarius. Yeah. And so this card here, yeah, this is interesting. So it says the Hunter, track down your fears and desires, right? And so I think you've been tracking down your desires for sure, Sagittarius. But I think some courage is needed to, track down your fears, right? I think some courage is needed to track down your fears, and courage needed to have, practice that happiness without fear of not succeeding and think that you're wasting time. That's it, right? That fear of wasting time is what I'm feeling here. But you won't be wasting time, Sagittarius, if you take a break here. All right, let's see if there are more cards for Sagittarius. Something flipped over here. Yeah, so it says gratitude. Universal love shines through the miracles of life around you. Yeah, and so I think to help you, Sagittarius, maybe focusing on, thoughts of gratitude, right? I think maybe if you focus on thoughts of gratitude, I think that will help you make this switch to, focusing and practicing, right? Practicing your happiness, right? The easiest way to get to that, if you're one of those folks who are like always pushing forward and focusing on your dreams, goals, and you don't want to stop, practicing gratitude is your way of really getting to practicing happiness, right? It shows you, right? Practicing gratitude shows you. sort of that opening to practicing happiness, that opening to say that you are living and you want, living is more than just plowing forward on goals. Living is also having joy and happiness, through that process. Okay, let's see if there's one more for Sagittarius. Blue star, yep. Follow the light of your inner compass. The blue star, it will lead you to the truth that resides within your soul. Yeah, blue star. So when you go through, I think when you take some time to retreat and recharge, right? I think that's when, things will become more clear to you, Sagittarius. Maybe some of these things will make more sense about what I'm saying here. All right. So thank you for watching. All right. And love and bright light to all. We will now move to Aries. All right. So let's get the singing bowl going for Aries. Okay, so this is the Seas of Reiki message for Aries. Aries, take what makes sense for your energy and leave the rest. All right, for Aries. Okay, Aries. So we are going to get your living Reiki cards out first, and then get your ancestors and angels cards out, and then start to channel your messages. And so there are some messages on the back of these cards. I tend to channel what's on the front, but sometimes I will read what's on the back. Aries. Okay, one more here, Aries. All right, let's get it. What messages do we have for Aries? Aries. Face your fears. Consider your feelings. One more for Aries. Oh, that was too many Aries. So I'm just going to tell you what they are, but then I'm going to put them back. So we have living in the moment, transform negative emotions, the things you most enjoy, a climate of understanding, and positive expectations. So that may resonate with some of you, but we're going to put them back in the deck and see if they come back out, or one of them. So one more card for Aries. says higher level of thinking. All right. And then here we have calm. Okay, Aries. This is the energies within you. So we'll see if Spirit wants to use those. All right. So we have face your fears. Consider your feelings. That fire energy. And higher level of thinking. All right. So we're going to get your ancestor cards out and then start to channel your messages, Aries. So I think for some of you, just off the bat here, for some of you, I think, and I got a similar message for Leo when the considering your feelings came out. And I think for some of you, you know, you want to feel what you're feeling, right? And so whatever fears you may have, you want to feel it. And because recognizing it, right? Don't push it aside. Recognizing that there's fear there and facing it, right? That's how you start to allow it to, you know, fall away. Then you can focus on changing your thinking that's associated with that fear. Okay? And so considering your feelings, right, about any fears that you may have, considering your feelings, Aries, about how you react to the energies of others. If I have the same message that I'm feeling here for you, Aries. And for you, Aries, I think it's, you know, it takes some calm. So this card did not come out for Leo, but I think for you it may be more prevalent, right? To have that understanding of, you know, when reacting to other people's energy, it benefits you more to react in a calm way, Aries. And then we also have, the energies within you, right? And so I think that's what we're talking about here. So I'll leave those two there in connection with that higher level of thinking. And we'll come back to those. But I think those might be important for you here. If you can see that, Aries. All right, so let's get your cards out for the ancestors. Ooh, two right away. Okay. The High Priestess, yes, and the Hermit. So harness your mystic powers. Harness your mystic powers, yep, the High Priestess. And then the Hermit, which says retreat and recharge, the Hermit. Okay. One more card for Aries. Yeah, be devoted and committed. Okay. Aries, I feel like there may be one more, so I'll ask for one more here. There's one more message. Yeah. Take care of your needs. Okay. Okay, Aries. So let's see what we have here. You can still see that. All right. Okay, yeah. So as I was saying, Aries, when we started here with your living Reiki cards, facing your fears. So considering your feelings and understanding that you don't want to push any fears aside. You want to recognize that those fears are there, and then understand what is facing those fears. And so what higher level of thinking do you need to transform to in order to really have those fears fall away, right? And so I think for some of you, there may be some time that you will need to, some hermit mode where you need to retreat, recharge, and really focus on your higher level of thinking and the energy that's inside of you, right? The energy that is inside of you. And so I think the energies within is where this card comes in with the High Priestess. And it says harness mystic powers, the High Priestess. Yeah, because I think Spirit is wanting you to connect more with your higher self and really have this calm about you, Aries. And so when you are faced with your fears, when you are faced with the energies of others, there's a calm that comes over you that replaces that fear. There's a calm that comes over you that replaces sort of any of that negative energy that doesn't serve you because of energies of others, if that makes sense. And so this energy within, that harnessing of the power within, right? The energy within is to, in part help to allow you to react more calmly, I think, to, certain situations, and again, energies of others, right? And so to get here, there's a high that's a higher level of thinking, right? That's a higher level of processing. That's a higher level of using and manifesting the energy within, right? But it's in you, Aries. The power is within, right? The power is within you to do this. The power is within you to face your fears, replace it with calm, face the energies of others that are maybe negatively impacting you and face it with calm, right? That power will transform and it will, I'm feeling like you can transmute, right, this energy. You can transmute this energy, Aries. You have the power within, right? You have the energy within you to transmute the negative feelings of the fears, the negative energy that may be coming towards you from others, the energies that don't serve you. I'll just put it like that. Any energies that don't serve you, you have the power within to transmute that, Aries. You have the power within. And so Spirit wants you to start to think more in that higher level, right? Start to think more in that higher level and become, I think, more devoted to and committed to the energy that's within you, this higher level of thinking, and the energies that are within you. So this is the Sage, and it says be devoted and committed, right? So really, really focus on that, changing that thinking, how you react to things, focusing on that calm, right? Focusing on that calm and being really committed to transforming to that higher level of thinking, right? Because this is what's going to serve you most, I'm feeling, Aries. You know, as you move along your journey, and you're also being, you know, committed and devoted to your higher purpose. And so this switch is really going to serve you, right? Where you are, Aries, more mindful of, I think, your energies and how you react to others, and more calmly of reaction to, I think, others. So I'm just thinking here, Aries, sorry, channeling here. And so there's a balance here. And I think this calm, right, for some of you, this calm, you know, in certain situations, you know, Aries, you're a fire sign and you have that fire energy. And so I think that calm that needs to come through I'm just trying to think of how to say this, Aries. And so for some of you that may be able to understand this, and you can look it up and read about it, but so this calm, I think this energy that's within you, and that you can also, your ability, your power, okay, Aries, your power, right? You have the power to transmute, and you have the power to connect to, you know, other energies. And so your opposite sign is Libra, right? Your opposite sign, your polarity, your polar opposite is Libra. And so, but there are characteristics of Libra in terms of that calm, and I think seeing all sides of things, right? And reacting in, I think, a different way. Those are characteristics of Libra that you, right? That's an energy, not even characteristic, that's an energy of Libra that you can tap into to help serve you, Aries. Okay? And I hope I didn't lose you guys with that. But it's a balance that of energy that will serve you, right? It's a balance of energy that will serve you. So although it's your opposite, but think of it as when things are polar opposite. But what happens when something meets in the middle, right? It's like it feels more unstoppable, right? When you have sort of like the best of both and it's meeting in the middle. That's unstoppable. And so I think, Aries, for you, like I said, you know, go read about it when you're doing your retreat, recharge, see if it makes sense for you. Okay? All right, so let's see what other messages do we have for Aries. Right, and so one more thing, Aries, we have the card here, conscious choice, because I think to react in a calm way, right, is a conscious choice. Any sort of reaction that we have, right, you know, it can be a choice, but to choose calm, you know, it's a choice, okay? All right, what messages do we have for Aries? We have Blue Star. We also had this for, yes, what was Sagittarius. So it says, follow the light of your inner compass, the blue star. It will lead you to the truth that resides within your soul. Yeah. And so, again, harnessing your powers, because the energies, the truth, the energy, the truth of your energy, right? It's within you, right? is within you. The truth about emotions, the truth about higher level of thinking, all of that is within you. You have the power within, Aries, the High Priestess power. Aries. Observation. Expand your consciousness by observing the divine matrix of life. Yeah. So again, focusing on that higher level of thinking, right? That observation, that making those connections about the different, parts of life, your energies, the energies of others, it's all this connectivity that we want to consider when we are facing our fears, when we are reacting to the energies of others. Okay, Aries? This is beautiful. And so this observation, right? This energy of observation is something that Libras do all the time, right? That's an energy of Libras. And so it's an energy that you can tap into, Aries. Earth guide. So your sacred calling upon this planet is to simply love and be loved, right? This is your earth guide coming through. And so putting love in the mix, putting understanding, love for yourself, love for others, understanding, consideration, all of that will come and make sense, with this higher level of thinking, Aries. And then I would be remiss if I didn't take this card that's sitting here on top, because it says magnificent, because that is you, Aries. That is you, right? And then we also have love, right? We just said love. And so it says magnificent. You are amazing, magnificent, and unique. But most importantly, you are enough. Yeah, so whatever fears you have, Aries, you can put them aside. Live your truth and share the love that is in your soul, right? And this is the same message from your earth guide, right? About the love for yourself, that higher level of thinking so that you can manifest calm and love out into the world. All right. So I hope that some of this resonated for you, Aries. Take care of your knees. I don't remember showing this, Aries, but I'm going to show it here. And I think take care of your knees is, is connected to you taking some time to retreat and recharge, right? And really focus on your energies. So apologies if I didn't show that one. All right. So I hope that some of this resonated for you, Aries. Love and bright light to all of you. Thanks for watching.